11, 10, 9. Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
You're listening to Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
My personal belief is that there is very compelling evidence that we may not be alone.
There has been and is an existing presence, an ET presence. It's not going to make a difference. It's not going to change reality.
I believe, as do the other folks that were on the flight, that when we visually saw it, that it was something not from this world.
Goof On Radio.
You were either in or you were either out, brother.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside this world.
Goof On Radio.
Remain seated, please. Permanecer sentados, por favor.
You're listening to Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
All right. Welcome to Goof On Tonight. I am your host, Rich Giordano, and it is time to get the show on the road. Everybody, I got nothing for you. I say that every night I go live, but somehow I manage to survive. How you doing, everybody? Yeah? Huh? Yeah? What? We're live? No. This is the way of Goof On. I want to thank everybody for hanging out tonight, coming here, paying a visit. It is January 21st, the year 21, the 21st century. And, am I forgetting anything? Let me see. This just came in. Hold on. I got a report that came in from one of my people here. It says, at 9:21 tonight, it will be the 21st minute of the 21st hour of the 21st day of the 21st year of the 21st century. It's coming up in an hour and 16 minutes. 15 minutes. It just changed. In 1 hour and 15 minutes. Capiche? In Arizona, we will celebrate 21, 21, 21, 21, 21. Tonight, I bring you... What am I bringing? Nothing. No. We're that's what we're going to do tonight. We're going to talk for a minute. I found out today my mother tested positive for C19, and there is a strong possibility last week when I had to take a night off and I was sick, and every day just about I was not feeling well, I may have had the C19. Don't know yet. I don't know. But I should go get the test tomorrow, which is what I think I need to do. So with that being said, my father went to go get tested today. My mother was in bed for 5 days. She said it sucked. And the same thing, I was in bed the same week. I was, falling asleep on the couch or not able to stay awake. And I've had this problem with my throat. And I don't know if that's part of whatever I caught, but I didn't have the same symptoms, man. I mean, I didn't lose my taste buds. I was so tired, though. I was literally dizzy. And I don't ever remember feeling so tired, ever. Even when I would stay up, like an idiot. You know what I mean? Like I would go to sleep, but I couldn't sleep. It was weird. So I didn't have the body aches and pains, but I did sweat through my clothes twice a day for 2 days. And I think I did lose some more weight. I mean, I can't afford to. I mean, I'm like a fraction of what a human I used to be. My body is dwindling down to the old man version of itself. I am not regenerating cells. I am almost whittled away into the dust. And I'm almost on that stairway to heaven. I'll be right there, Vito. Uncle Vito's waiting for me with my Aunt Helen. They were good people. Uncle Vito was like 5'2", but that guy was able to lift like a washing machine, a dishwasher, and a refrigerator at the same time, and juggle. Old Italian school guy, you know what I mean? Uncle Vito was typical Italian old man. Very strange. I see you're very... my mom, by the way, thank you, Stephen, and everybody else, B. Baker. My mother today says she's feeling really good. I could tell she felt good, but she went 5 days, and then she said something's wrong, too. Like, she couldn't get rid of her cough. Her cough's almost gone. But she beat it without knowing. So... And I guess it's very possible we caught it at my sister's wedding, which I was saying I shouldn't go to. But if I didn't get it, see, I still don't think I got it. I still don't think I did, to be honest. I really don't. But it's possible I did. But I don't know. But let's say I didn't. Then... my parents go bowling. It's like, why are you going bowling during a pandemic? Why is the bowling alley even open with all these old people milling around? Are you kidding me? Oh my God, what are these people doing? And in Arizona has the worst per capita new cases of COVID in the whole world. Hey, let's go bowling. I must bowl. I must have fun. I must do what I want. I have to go bowling. Oh my God. I would do roll call, but I can't. What do we got here? Yeah. Oh. Hold on a second. Yeah. Yeah. There's interesting footage that was sent to me. A video that I'm looking at right here. It is about it's okay. It's from Unexplained Mysteries. And I was told to skip to 3 minutes 41 seconds. There's a transported soldier, and then at 6:23 there's a reincarnation of a set of twins. Alright, let's go to 3:41. Let me pull it over to the main show board here so you kids can see this. 3:41. Alright, I don't know if you guys know of my reincarnation story. It's a pretty good one, actually. I won't tell it now, but I used to have this dream when I was a kid, and I would get shot in the back, and I'd wake up, and my back would be twitching. I'd wake up because I got shot from the dream, in the dream, and I'd wake up, doing this, and then my back would be twitching where I got shot. And I woke up from the dream because it burned when I got shot. And that's what I heard. It's like getting shot. It burns like what? And I woke up. And I had this dream several times when I was younger. So I don't remember when we did it here. It may have been when I had the paranormal code. I looked up soldiers I thought I was in Vietnam. And there was a guy named Richard Filborn or something like that, same first name as me, who was the first American to be reported dead. He was shot by his own guys by accident, I think it was. Friendly fire. But he was the first reported, Richard Filborn. And it was almost 10 months, to the day I was born that this guy died. And here I am, Richard. I mean, what are the odds I even have the same name? But anyway, here's this video. No, there's more to the story, but it's just weird. Reincarnation's weird. I could be that guy. I want to get a picture of him, see if we look alike. I bet you we do. All right, here we go. Hey, most white people do look a lot alike. Hey, I could say that. Here we go. 3. This is 3 mysterious individuals throughout history that science can't explain. I hope I'm starting off at the right, not at the end. Here we go.
But it is made into more of an event with an audience and festivities.
38, 39, 41. All right, here we go.
Gil Perez. Gil Perez, also known as the 1593 transported soldier, is a well-known Mexican folk legend regarding teleportation.
Whoa!
In October 1593, Gil Perez was a Spanish soldier guarding the Palacio del Gobernador in Manila, now known as the Philippines, when he leaned against a wall, closed his eyes because he began to feel dizzy and exhausted, and once he reopened
Just
them,
like me.
he was outside Plaza Mayo, now known as Zocalo, Mexico City, mysteriously.
Wait a second. I have to, stop it here and there so we're doing fair use, That's like me. I was so tired, I fell asleep. I woke up. It was 2.5 hours later. Today. That's time travel. You know what that is? You know when you go to sleep and then you wake up 8 hours later or 2, you actually time traveled because you don't feel the time. I wonder if I fell asleep and I woke up 200 years later, would I know, would I feel like it was only a minute? You know what I mean? Time travel, pretty cool stuff. Time loss, all that stuff. Here we go. So this guy closes his eyes. He's so tired and he wakes up and good. Here we go.
Mysteriously teleporting over 8,800 miles. The day before the alleged teleportation, on the 23rd of October 1593, the governor, Gomez Perez Dasmariñas, was assassinated by his own Chinese rowers while attempting to capture new territory in the Philippines. At the time, parts of the Philippines were under the control of the Spanish. Mexico City was also part of the Spanish Empire, and at the time Perez arrived, news of the governor's assassination had not yet reached Mexico. Unsure of how to react, Perez continued to do his guarding duties. Local guards discovered the teleported soldier, and as he was not in the correct uniform, he was arrested and questioned.
That is weird, and I have to thank the super chat. Before I forget, Rich Van Winkle, you got it. Occam's Razor, thank you so much for the $10 super sticker. And it is, hey, it's Richie Pear flying through the sky, able to leap tall buildings in a single bound. Look, up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. No, it's a pear. But thank you for the $10 super sticker, Occam's Razor. Thank you very much. I hope I can make it through this entire show. I'm trying. All right, here we go. Engage.
He was brought to the viceroy.
Oh yeah, he was found with the wrong uniform on, so they arrested him. All right, here we go.
New Spain, Luis de Velasco, as it was his palace that Perez teleported to, who was reportedly pleased with the soldier's explanation, while religious officials were not as quick to accept it. As Perez's story about the assassination and teleportation could not be confirmed, he was charged with desertion and witchcraft and was jailed. He was sent to Santo Domingo to be imprisoned. 2 months later, a ship from Manila with passengers carrying the news of the governor's assassination arrived in Mexico City. Perez was recalled to Mexico after the ship's arrival confirmed his story. Some of the passengers on the ship recognized Perez, and he was freed and returned to his garrison in Manila. A lot of this remains a folk legend, with facts that are unable to be verified.
Of course. This is the field we're in. Chuck said it perfectly. Goof on, he says in the chat room. Disclosure will be the end of ufology. No, it won't be. Let me tell you why it won't be. Because you're going to need people like me and others out there who research the field. And you're going to want to know what we're finding out. We're going to do all the research we can. What's that? There won't be any more. It really will be gone? Ufology? It depends on the disclosure. CBAM. It depends, doesn't it? Don't you think it depends on the type of disclosure? Like, okay, so let's say we find a UFO and it goes public. And we get to see it and look at it. Is that disclosure? See, for me, disclosure is either finding, well, okay, full disclosure. That means whatever the government's hiding, they will disclose to us. So that's disclosure. Disclosure isn't aliens proving, just showing up one day and they're on video. That's not disclosure. Because The government didn't know about it. That's a surprise. If anything, that's a surprise discovery. Disclosure is a word because something is being disclosed. If they just show up, that's not disclosure. Now, once the aliens do arrive and make themselves known, it is then we disclose everything else we have, if we can. What if we can't? What if the aliens came down to tell us not to disclose because whatever we have could be dangerous? I saw a super chat for $2 from 0 Point. Hey, thank you very much, man. That's a $2 super chat. Well, it's a $2. There's no chat, but it is $2 straight up right into the Goof on Kitty. Thank you very much, 0 Point. That is real generous of you too. Thanks, guys. Freaking awesome. I tell you, it doesn't. And Misty OC Dragons with the 99-cent super sticker. Right? Isn't that what that is? For 99 cents. Thank you. Guys are so generous. I appreciate it. I really do. You have no idea. Oh, maybe you do. I don't know. But I'm one of those guys. Like, you know, I could easily cry at that. You know what I mean? That somebody would actually go to that extent. Still to this day. It's so weird. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you, Misty, as well. Appreciate it. See? But I don't know if this video ends right here or whatever. I think it does. But let me see where else I need to go. There was another place. What? 6 minutes and something seconds, I believe. What was the other one? Hold on. And then go to 623. Oh, reincarnation of twins. Okay, I will do that. Hey, Misty OC Dragons with a $5 super chat says, hope you're feeling better soon. Thank you very much. You know, I feel, I can't say I feel 100%, but I'm okay. This is as 100% as I'm going to be until I start eating and sleeping right. It's just not going to happen. The medication I take, it doesn't work. It makes me feel worse, actually. All right, let's go to these twins. What was it, 623?
Also known as rebirth or transmigration, is one theory about it not being the end when you pass away, believed by many cultures. Some believe that the birth of a set of twins proves that reincarnation is real. On the 5th of May 1957, a tragedy struck the Pollock family in Hexham, England, and their two daughters, 11-year-old Joanna and 6-year-old Jacqueline, passed away due to a car accident on their way to church. The girls passed away almost instantaneously, and another child, a friend, passed away on the way to hospital. The driver was a woman who had been forcibly separated from her own children and reportedly tried to take her own life by driving after taking aspirin and phenobarbital. The case made headlines across Britain. On the 4th of October 1958, Joanna and Jacqueline's mother, Florence Pollock, gave birth to a set of identical twins.
And wouldn't you know it, they probably have the same birthmarks. They probably even have memories that they were these people. See, this is what blows me away about anything in this field. You want to talk about conspiratorial, reincarnation, psychic, time travel. All this stuff is seemingly tied together, I believe. And what is it tied together? Well, none of it can be explained. Like, how does this happen? How? Oh, well, I'm going to play it here in a second. And yes, I do see the request. Chop it.
Named Gillian and Jennifer. The similarities between the twins and the deceased girls started to show at birth. The twins, although identical, had different birthmarks. Jennifer had a birthmark on her left hip that was similar to the one that Jacqueline had in the same position. Also, she had a small birthmark on her forehead that resembled a scar Jacqueline got from falling in a bucket aged 3 years old.
Come on now.
The parents moved the family to Whitley Bay, England, to get a fresh start before the twins turned 1. As the twins grew, they began to say and remember things that they should not have known.
Told you.
The girls began to ask for their deceased sister's toys by name, despite those toys being kept away.
What?
Once the twins were 4 years old, the family moved back to Hexham and the strange occurrences continued. The girls were able to name landmarks they had never seen. They knew the favourite locations of their deceased sisters and believed that they had attended school where Jacqueline and Joanna were enrolled when they passed.
No way. How could they remember all this stuff, man? That just doesn't seem fair. I need to have this experience. So not true. It's not fair. Yeah, it's not fair. We have a request, by the way, so let's hope Lunar Sparkles isn't here.
What are they? What are they? Why are they?
Come on, everybody!
What do they mean? What are they? Why are they? What do they mean? Are they harbingers of world change? These secrets in the field. Are they harbingers of world change? These secrets in the field.
Come on, everybody!
Are they harbingers of world change?
Yeah.
These secrets in the field. Secrets in the field.
How much you want to bet I come back with my own video tomorrow of what are they? I think I'm going to do it. I don't have a bongo like that, though. Or what is that thing that he's beating? A drum? Well, I don't know what this is. What is this? A flucciolini? What do they call these? A small violin? A banjonet?
What are they?
What are they?
Why are they? What do they mean?
What do they?
What are they?
Look at that move.
Why are they?
What do they mean? Come on.
What do they mean?
What do they mean? Yeah, that's for Chop It and those of you who understand what we are doing here. I appreciate that. And that is for all of you. I think I saw a super chat. $5 super chat from Mr. DB Cooper 77 says, "What are they?" for $5. Thank you very much, Mr. Generosity. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. By the way, for those of you who don't know, and I know I embarrass Mr. DB Cooper a little bit because of his generosity, he sent me the camera, the Nikon P900, as a donation to the cause, and I use it all the time, man. That camera is unbelievable. What I should do is show you guys the photos of I don't have it now, and it's not near me, but maybe tomorrow I'll show you pictures of that I took with it. It'll blow your faces right off. They'd come right off. It's a pretty good camera. It's pretty good. It's unbelievable. Thank you, Mr. DB Cooper 77. This is the way. You know, Michael and I did a video today or yesterday for today that I posted on Third Phase UFO Report, and I think we were 2 or 3 away from the record of live people. It was amazing. It was about the map, the star map that we've been talking about on Third Phase of Moon and here. But last night, let me pull this up because, hold on now. Look, I told y'all, I was sleeping. Minutes before the show started, I fell asleep. But there's and I don't understand how this technology works, but there's a thing called the subterrane, and it is a underground. See, I can't think. It is a device. It is a tunnel maker that creates molten lava in front of it with the rocks. It melts the rocks. It's called the subterrane, and we talked about this last night on Third Phase. I don't know. I can't think. I'm just not able to work. Here we go. This is it. It looks like a freaking pencil. Yeah, I mean, it does, right? I mean, it's because of the printer, I think, that was used. But it's got this swirling mechanism here that the litho cracker, it throws the molten lava behind it, and it propels forward, and then it cools it off with the water supply behind it, and it turns the tunnel into this glass casing, this hole that is very, 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 very strong. Does it exist? Well, yeah, we think it does, or it's probably a different version of now. But I'll just play a minute or two here because this is history. This is historic stuff. This isn't something that you knew about. You know, a lot of us, including myself, seen movies that what was that one movie where they went underground? The Core. They had a similar, if not almost exactly the same type of thing that would go through the ground. But a good question was brought up. What if you hit an open cavern while you're boring through the earth and the thing falls hundreds of miles? Anyway, lots of questions, no answers. But this is probably how they made those secret tunnels for the alien visitations. Come on, where is everybody? You know what I mean.
Third Phase of Moon has recently obtained documents over the past week in regards to underground tunnels, stargates across the planet, and now we have a special for you tonight. We received an email yesterday, and we have about 62 pages from the Los Alamos
67
Science Laboratory in regards to a project known as the Subterrane. What are the implications behind the machine? Is this what we've been waiting for? The disclosure, the technology. Third Phase Moon has been recently receiving these reports, and we're sharing it right now to the world. The rock melting drill, known as the Subterrane, was invented at the Los Alamos Scientific Laboratory in the 1960s. Electrically heated laboratory scale drills were shown to penetrate rocks at a usefully high rate with moderate power consumptions. The development of the compact nuclear reactors and the heat pipes now make it possible that the extension of this technology to much larger melting penetrators. The development of the rapid, versatile, economical method of boring large, long shafts and tunnels offers technology to much.
If I was to look here and go over this grossly, the mechanical problem is simply that of creating what is that? Tensile forces sufficient to crack the rock by producing corresponding compressive stresses on the penetrator surface. The tensile strengths of the rocks are relatively low, and many refractory materials are available for penetrator construction, which have strength properties at rock melting temperatures sufficient to sustain the required compressive stresses. This problem can therefore undoubtedly be solved. The quantitative details of the solution involving the time-dependent processes of rock melting, crack formation, squeezing outflow of melt, crack extension, freezing of the melt, old crack reopening, new crack formations, and progress of the penetrator must await experimental results and complete thermal and mechanical analysis. However, some qualitative what is that? I can't see. Estimates of the probable penetrator action are possible. The rate of advance of a rock melting penetrator is obviously governed by the rate at which the rock is melted, and this is controlled by the power delivered to the penetrator surface, which is up here, which is where A is, and here, I believe, right? Yep. Rock melt squeezing into crack. Low pressure melt. I mean, this is amazing. Preceding the tip of the penetrator will be a region of cracked and fractured rock. As the penetrator enters this region, it will start to squeeze molten rock from the melted layer adjacent to the penetrator surface into these cracks.
Much larger melting penetrators. The development of the rapid, versatile, economical method of boring large, long shafts and tunnels offers solutions to many of man's most urgent of scientific, raw materials, and energy supply problems. A melting method appears to be the most promising and flexible means of producing such holes. It is relatively inexpensive to the composition of hardness structures and temperature.
But I think to get the power needed, you need to have some sort of nuclear energy. I think.
Of the rock and offers the possibilities of producing self-supporting glass-lined holes in almost any formation, and of eliminating the debris removal problem by forcing molten rock into cracks created into the bore wall. Large rock melting penetrators called the electric subterranes or nuclear subterranes, according to the energy source used, are discussed in this report, along with problems anticipated in the development. Apparently, in 1960, it says that it concluded that this development is within the grasp of present technology. The information in regards to the documents that we received right here at Third Phase of Moon is extensive. And in tonight's episode, we're going to be asking our panel members from the Third Phase of Moon.
Well, you're not going to hear me, that's for sure. The way it works is, Nathan brought up a good point. How do you melt rock without melting the actual thing that's melting the rock? I mean, how does it stay protected? Well, along the sides or down the sides, there's cooling tubes that protect it. And from what I read, the rock gets spewed out to the sides just far enough away that it won't melt the metal that's going through and boring out the hole. It's pretty complex, believe it or not. It's simple, but it's a complex mechanism as far as getting it to work properly. Pretty amazing what we were talking about. Michael's got some good things to say, so let's hear what he says. You don't need me.
What I have in front of me here might actually be proof that we were able to dig subterraneously to such depths unimagined by our current technology. These documents are from Los Alamos Scientific Laboratory and essentially outline all the conventional means that we have to bore into the earth and the machines that encompass that role, with one catch. They mention the subterrane. Now, the subterrane essentially is a machine that we think exists. It, for all intents and purposes, should exist if some of these military bases underground are as deep down as they say. Now, the interesting thing about looking through this complex body of work is that I noticed in 1960, the Los Alamos Scientific Laboratory actually did create something on a smaller scale that would represent what we know or think of as a subterrane. And the way this works is it bores into the stone, and as it's doing so, melts the rock. And this is splayed out onto the walls and fills in the fissures through lithostatic pressure, I believe it is, and it creates this very smooth glass seal inside the walls of the cavern. Now, this was really interesting because it made the hole much more stable and actually rid them of many variables that they came up against in the way of hurdles using some of these more conventional machines. So our question here is, have they really created something on a more megalithic size in respect to this machine? And is this what they're using to dig deep down into the earth to find some of these perhaps stargates or just create military bases or other complexes?
From what I read, they still have to remove the waste, the rock that is being bored through. Question from Nathan, I believe. So, or Dr. Z Smith, sorry about that. Yeah, Dr. Z. They still have to remove the wasted rock, yeah. I didn't read every single page of the 67-page document dump, whatever it is, but it still has to be removed. Even though you're getting a cooling and that solidifies the molten rock as the new surface around, the tunnel, there's still a significant amount of waste that is being produced. It's pretty wild stuff, though, because it does fill in the fissures and the cracks that appear while it's digging through the earth. So not only is it breaking up the rock, it breaks it up, it melts it, it whips it around it by the swirling mechanism. It spreads it around, and then as it's going past the subterrane, it's cooling it as it passes the last stage of that boring subterrane. If that made sense, I think, right, Michael? No? Well, Brent has a really good explanation here, so.
Schematics of secret kind of technology, machines that are being built in these underground bases. I'm looking at this right here. It's a 47 caliber bullet. It was manufactured for World War II, and we found this treasure hunting, but I find similarities. We're taking a close look at this, and it's basically the same design as a subterrane. We're looking at the conical edge, and I find that fascinating. It kind of reminds me of the story of Chernobyl, when they had the nuclear incident, their fallout, and they created lava, basically because a reactor fell apart and it created a meltdown. Now we're looking at something that's maybe a controlled meltdown. What we're looking at is a conical edge that turns rock into liquid, basically lava again. And this would be the best way to create these crystallized glass tunnels and make it pristine as it went along through its travels. We're looking at something of high technology, everything inside of this component. Now we're looking at the schematics, and I'm thinking it's a reality.
What?
And I think so too. Let me hear what Doc has to say, and then, there's a question from Dr. Z Smith again. I'm reading everything everybody's saying, so I'm not blowing you guys off, which I wouldn't do on purpose. Goof on next question, Dr. Z Smith asks, why are there no questions asked by the public about the Earth brought to the surface? Wouldn't that be a dead ringer or something suspicious going on? Well, you have to imagine this. All that stuff is being put into dump trucks, okay? You're not going to find where they're boring in the ground. It's probably in a region where there's no traffic, no people, and even if there were, they would have it blocked off, or they would have patrol out there guarding the area. I am certain of it. And I said this yesterday. I'll say it again. I think I even said it on Tuesday. I think we're finding what's responsible. This may be responsible for the sky trumpet noises that people hear. And I actually have on video from my place, about a quarter of a mile away, they were boring into the ground, digging up stuff to put a new lane in on the freeway. And it was the sky trumpet noise. And when I went outside at 4 a.m. or whenever it was, yeah, I zoomed in on it, and you can see there's lights and everything that the freeway's being worked on. I have never heard that noise before or after that day, but I think that was the day that they were digging underground or working to put in some sort of pillar to hold up a lane of the freeway. Because I went over there that morning with my drone when the sun came up. Actually, before the sun came up, and I flew over there. It was still dark out. And I couldn't find... Oh, it was the next day. That's right. And I went over there the next day, and I was hoping I would find what I was looking for, but all I saw were construction vehicles, which I showed you. But anyway, let's hear what Doc says, and then we'll end this segment. But it's important because what we're seeing and what documents were sent to Third Phase of Moon are declassified construction of a supposed machine that may or may not exist. But there's schematics here. There's language that talks about how it works. And if this is true, which I believe this one is, I believe this is more true than the Stargate. But even the Stargate, come on now. You would have to say that what we've been finding out and what's coming out tonight, which I slept through and did not make a video for Third Phase. I apologize, I won't be on the episode, but I don't know what I was going to say. Let's just listen to Doc. He's smarter than me, I think. No, he's not. I'm just kidding. No.
Another amazing find, and this one I can say I strongly 100% believe is a true document. Looking through it thoroughly, minus the physics and all that, and the mathematics, this is a legitimate document. The fact that this machine does what it does is really, really cool. But it's the things that they suggest in this report from Los Alamos Laboratories in New Mexico, the benefits of this tunneling. And what blew my mind, and I think in the first or second page of this 67-page document, was the mention that they could utilize this machine to help alleviate earthquakes and volcanoes. I mean, they just say that and then they don't mention it again. I found that really compelling. But the fact that this has been around since the 60s, this report came out in 71, so they probably already had the technology going by then. But they were discussing how it could alleviate travel, transportation, mail service. Instead of having semi-trucks, you have all of these underground tunnels that would go from one end of the country to the other. And the other options that they discussed were connecting other countries via tunnels under the ocean, which I found fascinating. And they made mention that the Japanese islands already had some of these tunnels.
The subterranean.
So, pretty amazing. It's an interesting set of documents, 67 pages thick. And I'll see, Nathan, if I can send it to you now that it's out there. But I'll have to get permission because I don't know. I think there's some other stuff that's come to light. So I'm not sure what to do yet, but I'll ask. I'm sure it shouldn't be a problem since Third Phase has it. And I don't know if they made it public yet. That's the whole thing. I'd like to put those documents online somewhere. What's that? Oh no, it is.
What do they mean? Are they harbingers of world change? These secrets in the fields, are they harbingers of world change? These secrets in the fields, are they harbingers of world change? These secrets in the fields, these secrets in the fields.
Okay. So I have some another interesting thing that was sent to me, and I don't know if I can say their name. But this is a strange monolith in Antarctica, Mount Erebus. There was an Antarctica expedition. The message is, "Hi from Czech Republic. I am not English native speaking person. Sorry for my bad English. You must look at this video. It's old, but there is a strange monolith structure on the surface during this Antarctica expedition. It can be seen there several times. Here's the link." Oh, Schneike. Well, thank you. I believe you would pronounce your name Jan. Jan. It is a gentleman, so I believe it's Jan. All right. Well, thank you, kind sir. Let me see if I can play this. It is from the University of Waikato. Yes, I can play this. So let's do this. This is a fair use video. We are learning, and here we go. I want to make sure you can see it in 3, 2, go. There it is, up here,
right
top
there.
right.
If you can see it, with the sun in the background,
What?
is the helicopter. That's why this is called Hilo Cave.
Wait a second, he
And
didn't
there's
even
Erebus.
recognize it?
Way up there.
What the hell? I don't get it. I don't understand.
Now.
There it is, right here. All right, hold on a second. Let me do some magic on this. You know what I'm doing, right? That's right. We are going to check this out. So let's check it out. Let me get rid of this. All right, can't see too much. I mean, it's video that's old. But I see something here that's down. This may be part of a, or I don't understand. I mean, it's hard to say that's a monolith, but it's something straight up. It looks like this may have been, I don't know if this was part of, I mean, that even looks like it was a monolith, right? The way the tip is on that thing. It's an interesting thing, though. You know, those monoliths are very numerous, but I don't know. I don't think, I mean, if there's one in Antarctica, if this is real, that would be a little weird, wouldn't it? Don't you think? See, this here, this looks like it's part of something that was constructed, and this is just a remaining upright piece. I'm going to go with that, but I'll look into it, and maybe there's more video on it somewhere. I don't know. Pretty wild stuff. What do you guys think? Yay? Nay? I wonder if it's a snow column. Yeah, could be. Why didn't he get in closer? I know. I don't know if he... You know why? Because it must be something that's mundane. That's why. Let me check out this video here and just... Yeah, wow. They're underground, I think. Whoa, check it out.
I do not remember it being this beautiful.
Wow.
We're claustrophobic. Yeah. Did we come through there last year?
That's where we came through last time.
Ah. Right through there. And now...
What do you think, Olivia?
It's beautiful.
Wow. That is just, as the kids say, dope. By the way, yeah, I really need some, to be honest. I haven't partaken all day. Pretty cool. Thanks for the video, Jan. I don't know if that's a monolith, but it's pretty amazing. It's just nice to think about. No, it's not. All right. All right. So what I'm doing is I'm going through my emails, and this is from Helen. She's in the chat room, I believe. She says, if you watch this and listen for a few minutes from 1 minute 10 second, 1 hour 10 minute time point, listen to what the Americans and Russians were up to, including a reference about stargates to help them get up in space. Surely this happened for a reason. Something like the people instructing them having alien technology, for example. Wow. Wow. Okay, this is from the Lex Friedman podcast, number 149. I will put this and all other links to the videos I play on YouTube in the description after the show. So let's go to 1 hour and 10 minutes. And listen to Diana Pasuka. Here we go. Let me pull it up for you. Thank you, Helen B. No. There we go. It's a little short. Yeah, I want it in the slot. There you go. And a goosh.
As if you look at the history of our space programs, both Russian and American, you're going to find some pretty weird stuff. Pretty weird history there, Lex. So you want to get an idea, go back to Tchaikovsky and read a little bit about what he has to say. If you look back at the history of our space programs, the viable space programs are both Russian and American, and each has an amazingly strange history because the founders of the calculations that got us up into space, the rocket scientists basically, were doing some pretty weird rituals and doing religious things, right? They weren't necessarily like Jack Parsons on our side was out in the desert with people like L. Ron Hubbard and doing really intense rituals, believing that they were opening stargates and things like that, okay?
That's awesome.
And they were really doing that, okay? So then you go to the Russian side, and they had a very specific non-dogmatic, according to Catholics or Orthodox Christianity, idea of what Christianity was. And they believed that they were interacting with angels, okay? Non-human intelligences. So if you look back and you see muses, you know, you can contextualize them within this tradition. And so when I started to talk to people who were actually in the space program and who were in these programs that now the government has said, oh yeah, we do have these programs. They have the same belief structures. They believe that they were also in contact with these non-human intelligences, and they were getting what they call downloads of information and creating, sometimes with Tyler D in my book, creating technologies that were real, and they were selling them on NASDAQ for, you know, a lot of money. Like,
see, I don't. I have very hard time buying this, that they were meditating so much that they were able to communicate with aliens and get downloaded information into their brain to give them schematics on to build these things that can give them the technology with the stuff that we can make on Earth. The elements that we have here could be used to make the alien technology. See, that's one thing that kind of frustrates me a little bit, is that we think the elements on another planet are going to be identical to the elements we have here. And I find that almost unbelievable. I don't see how that could even be a possibility. I guess there's billions of planets out there. I get it. But for us on Earth, they would have to know what our planet is made of, the periodic table. I just found out, oh my God, that's right. We need to talk about Travis Walton after this. He was just on Joe Rogan. Unbelievable. All right, let me finish this. This is on. I don't know if I believe people are getting downloads of information on their brain, but if they come up with the technology and they could make this, back-engineered thought process machine from aliens, that's pretty special.
Say $100 million or something like that, undisclosed.
And then they were selling it on NASDAQ because the stuff worked mathematically.
Amounts, but a lot. And these things are viable technologies that we use now, and they make our lives better, and we progress as a species because of them. Now,
but she doesn't tell us specifically what these things are in our lives, I want to know specifics, Pasulka. You can't just come out and say we're using this technology without telling us what that technology is. It's so easy to say that these guys were downloaded information into their brains by aliens talking to them from great distances and not have proof. I mean, you can do that all day. I can do it. Hey, you know what? Third phase of moon, they're aliens. Just wanted to let you guys know. I can say it. Doesn't mean it's true. She's saying a lot of stuff doesn't mean it's true. I don't care where she read it. But I thought that was an interesting statement. I think I got off of it now.
People who were actually in the space program and who were in these programs.
Okay, so she's talking about space programs. So that means what? She believes Corey Goode and David Wilcock and Basiago as well? Come on!
That now the government has said, oh yeah, we do have these programs. They have the same belief structures. They believe that they were also in contact with these non-human intelligences, and they were getting what they call downloads of information and creating, sometimes with Tyler D.
Yeah, they believe. You hear how she says that? Oh, they believe they were in contact. They believe that they were getting information. They believe they have the way to get the information. Come on with this. They believe. That's not the way. This is not the way.
In my book, creating technologies that were real, and they were selling them on
I'm going to come up with a book and call it Creating Bullshit That's Real.
NASDAQ for, a lot of money, like, say $100 million or something like that, undisclosed amounts, but a lot. And these things are viable technologies that we use now, and they...
What are they? She can't tell us what they are because she's making it up and falling for the class? The bull... Shit, right.
Make our lives better, and we progress as a species because of them. Now, that has nothing to do with the scientific method. As much as I know, as much as anybody's going to get angry at me for saying that, but sorry, those were strange encounters that created our ability to go into space.
Come on, Lex. I'm going to see if Lex asks a hard question here. Let's see if Lex asks. He's good. Let's see if he... Wow, look at this freaking coffee cup. Oh my God, I got to get one of those. That is gorgeous. This thing's... No, I wouldn't put that on my desk. Yeah, I guess I might. Wow. Okay, let's see if he asks her a hard question, or is this a softball? Ready, go.
I don't know if they're real or not, but these people believe they were real.
Right, so there's...
Oh, she just said it. I don't know if these things were real, but these people believe it were real. So she just saved the day. She saved the day. Maybe she's not a patsy. DJ.
They have a power in actually having an impact in this world, in inspiring humans to create technology which enable us to do things we haven't been able to do before.
Yeah.
So he asked her a question, and the question was everything she just said. He just repeated. He didn't ask a question. So what you're saying is that da-da-da-da-da-da-da? Yeah. That's not really a good interview right there. I don't like that. But he knows that she's just going to go off on another tangent anyway, so I'm surprised he would ask a question knowing she just said everything he asked. That's just him throwing out a lifeline, like, save me, I don't know what to ask you type of question. You will never see that come out of me. I know that's one thing we don't do here. We don't ask somebody a question that they just answered. It's called fishing. That never happened with a Goof On interview. Never! By the way, speaking of interviews, I will be on Alien Addict this Saturday, 2 p.m. Eastern, 12 Pacific, on Alien Addict. I will be with Must See Audio again. A couple of weeks back, we did an interview together with Ollie, Alien Addict. And this is part 2 of that. And it was good. We're going to be talking about a lot of this stuff. By the way, there are other people. Oh, how can I word this? How can I word this? By the way, thank you all for coming here tonight. I told you we had nothing to talk about. And then you sent me these emails that I did not have time to go through today and gave me some information. And wow, thank you so much. We were able to put the show together from nothing immediately at the start of the show. So I appreciate you hanging out, asking some good questions in the chat room. And as a matter of fact, if anybody has any questions, when have I ever asked? Right? Maybe twice? Does anybody have anything they want to ask me? Or is there anything you want to discuss real quick? I don't do that. You know why? I never ask. Because it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter. Let's see. Here, time. It says, and seeing talking to dead people. Well, I don't understand that. Okay, let's see. Questions. Do I wear socks? Yes. That was from Stephen Crane. Stephen Crane asked, Goof On, your show is always amazing. Okay. Distortion Bristol. You're welcome, Rich. Where is your stuff, Distortion? I know you had something in here too. Didn't you? I've gotten so much. I haven't been able to open everything. I'm trying to get to people who send me multiple things, and I'll get back to one of those things to let them know that I'm still looking through everything else. What is this? But these are great. I when you said it wasn't gonna. Oh. I only get thanks very much luck to all the researchers. I was thinking about it. I don't know my full-time job. Okay. I also have 12 channels that share my research, and I do not want my personal research. Oh, this is from Bruce Sees All. So I'm not going to say who sent it, but Bruce, somebody, you know how Bruce Sees All has some pretty cool stuff on his channel. I think it's like Mars anomalies and stuff like that, the moon. And I've always wanted to share his stuff. And Star Traveler, somebody here in the chat, I can't remember, told me that he asked Bruce if I could have permission to use his stuff. And Bruce said, yeah, he can use my stuff as long as he gives me proper credit, with the link back to his channel. But I said, Star Traveler, I want Bruce to get back to me. You're not the owner of the channel. So that's his reply, and I don't understand. If he doesn't want his research all over his other 12 channels, then why does he even got a channel? After all, anyone can see his stuff whether he shows it or someone else. He's moaning about the past of subscribers. His views are down. So you'd think he would want to share it, but he did. He shouted out to Third Phase one night and said, if you want to share stuff, you can. But in the same sentence, he said, I don't like people sharing my stuff. That's why I didn't share it. So when Star Traveler, whatever, said I have permission, I wanted to hear from Bruce. So is Bruce Star Traveler one of his other 12 channels, I wonder? He should say he is. 3 times I asked for that because I wanted to share his stuff. Well, that's what you get. That's what you get when you put stipulations on things. Jesus, man. I tell anybody, you can't play anything I play because I play Third Phase of Moon content. You could get a third party claim if you play their stuff. Just ask them permission. That's all you have to do. cousinsbrothersproductions@gmail.com. Just ask them. They just want you to ask. It's the right thing to do. Give a link back to their channel and you can use their stuff. Pretty much. Not everything. I'm sure there's some things they don't want anybody to use. But I'm just saying, ask. It's what I've been doing. They taught me that because that is the way. Doing the right thing is doing the right thing, especially when nobody's looking. I don't need you people to see me doing the right thing. Yeah, I helped that lady across the street, but I picked her pocket at the same time. It goes all over old people. No, I'm joking. I didn't do it. All right. So he said, this is another one, another email. By the way, we're going to have a segment tonight called Goof on Comments. We're going to go to videos in the past, recent past. And even though I deleted 12 messages today from people saying that GoofOn will cease to exist, just like Secure Team, calling me a hoaxer, a liar, a faker. I mean, really? It's just odd. Why would even anybody say that? I think people just say it because they think it's going to get under my skin. What bothers me is saying it 12 times. That's annoying. And I don't want to block people, but some people were blocked today. Very rare day. I don't like waking up to that. Because I personally am not faking anything, nor am I lying about anything. So how could anybody say that on any of the videos that recently went up or ever? Everything's as real as it gets. It might be some off spray from the Third Phase of Moon haters. You know, there was their channel had no videos on there. There were sock accounts, you know. I'm pretty sure I know who it is. Obviously, we know. We don't have a lot of haters out there. But we'll cease to exist. So eventually we'll be on BitChute. Well, GoofOn is on BitChute. So you may want to go there and subscribe as well, just in case. Telling you. It's a scary world we're living in. Very scary. Oh, God, that's bright. What was I going to do? I was going to do some. Oh, yeah, comments. No, I was reading about something, and then I lost track of what I was saying because I was talking too much. Imagine that, talking on a talk show. All right, let's go to comments. just for a few minutes. Let's see. Let me pull you guys in there with me. It's just me and you. All right, so I have alien here. Let's go and get out of here. Just type in GoofOn. Let's go to the Chan. There's the live show. And let's go to yesterday's show, shall we? It's coming out. Shut off. Now, we usually don't get... Well, we are getting comments now, obviously. Oh yeah, that's the guy, Star Galactic Federation. Rich, your question... Oh, wait. Says, your question is, what cut granite? Yeah, because I was asking, what can cut granite? Copper tools? No, because it has to be harder back then than the actual object. The Black ancient pyramid builders used solar energy to cut granite and melt granite. Here is the new video that has been made recently. No shit. From Star Galactic Federation, 19 hours. Let's go take a look. Oh, wow. This is 3 hours and 37 minutes. Oh, dude. This is the movie Great Period K 2019. Director Femi Grasnicki. Okay, I can't play it, I bet. Why does this look familiar already? Okay, this looks intense. Yeah, we know about that. We know about the unfinished. We know about the pyramids. Is that Doc Skinner? No. Is that Conor McGregor? By the way, Conor McGregor is fighting this weekend. It's going to be on ESPN for free. So if you want to check out some good MMA action this weekend on ESPN, Conor McGregor makes a return to MMA sports. All right, I'm not really seeing this. It's going to be hard. I like looking at these discoveries and these things. Who's the chick? Yeah, we know. This is all rehash. Oh, this is interesting. So they're building it, rebuilding it. Oh, this is pretty cool. So they've got some depiction of how they made stuff. A foot. Really? They had a foot in there? And they had rulers back then? No shit. That's amazing. That had a foot. You get anal beads and no. What are they? Oh, gravity balls? Yeah, anal beads. I told you. It's just, no. What is this thing? Oh, solar energy. Really? They used this crystal-like ball? Oh my God, we have got to watch this. Can we watch it? Oh, well, I think I can play it a little bit. I'm really curious. I think I'm gonna give it a whirl. Let's check this part out. I'm a little wow, I'm intrigued.
The size of the water drop did not change year after year. It's wonderful.
Oh, it's a water drop. Okay. Okay, now we're on the same page. Water beads. Go. Beads of water. It was a bead. So I said anal. All right, now we know this is water. Giddy up.
The Egyptians found a unique unit. The diameter of the drop of water on a waterproof surface, like granite or alabaster, is constant. It measures 1 centimeter. Today, an incredible video in which you will dive into the heart of the first stage of the Serapeum project. Oola, 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 oola.
Oola, 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 oola. Okay, and then she goes quiet. That's all she said was oola, 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 and then it's quiet. What happened?
Waterproof surface, like granite or alabaster, is constant. It measures 1 centimeter. Today, an incredible video in which you will dive into the heart of the first stage of the Serapeum project. Oola, 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 oola.
She quiet for 3 seconds went by. Oola hula, oola hula. Well, I'm going to stop it right there. I want to see what this water's doing.
Constant. The size of the drop of fresh water will never change for thousands and millions of years. Yes, the universal unit, the meter, was not invented in 1780.
Wait, that's really silly. That is a real silly thing that they came up with. I guess we're taking it out of context, because if I hear this correctly, are you telling me all raindrops in that region are the same size every storm? That's the dumbest thing. And everybody knows you have misty rain, you have a light sprinkle, you have a downpour. It's different sizes all over the world. Not just here in Arizona, but where you live too. Oh, maybe I'm taking it out of context. Maybe. It looks great though. So they came up with a unit of, wow, that's interesting. 314 RF. That's like Einstein. What is that? Pi 3.14?
A disk with a diameter of 10 unrolled corresponded to 31 units and 4 subunits. A disk with a diameter of 1 corresponded to 3 units and to 14 subunits. One number stood out each time: 314, 31.4, 3.14. They thought this number was important. This figure is pi, 3.14. Egyptians knew pi with precision long before Archimedes. From this experience, they also deduced the decimal system.
You've got to be kidding me. That's ridiculous. Okay, that is a movie I have got to watch. It's 3 hours and 37 minutes. It's called The Movie Great Pyramid, K 2019. Director Femi Kresnicki. He's sneaky. All right. I know I asked for questions. I didn't really see any. One from Stephen Crane says, Goof on, did you see Conor McGregor has a multi-million lawsuit on him for an assault? Yes. I remembered. I'm trying to put that out of sight, out of mind for the fight so I can enjoy something. He's an asshole. The guy is a pure a-hole. I'm not buying any. I would never pay-per-view a Conor McGregor event. I'd steal it from YouTube. That goes all over the YouTube algorithm. All right. Mikey Gematria asks, Goof on, let's hear some of your prank calls you used to do in the past. Okay, let me see if I can pull one up for you. Dr. Z Smith says, Goof on. Goof on's life matters. Okay, Stephen Crane says, or ask, I would love you more for a blue wrench. PMSL, just kidding, buddy. Blue wrenches, I don't just give them out. That's the whole thing. That's the whole thing. Wrenches, I'm not saying you're not special. I'm not saying that at all. But the people who have these blue wrenches have been around since the beginning, pretty much. So I have to think about who's been here a long time that I would love to give it. Because if you give a wrench to everybody, it loses its meaning. It's like telling a girl you love her before she says she loves you. You know what I mean? You don't just throw it out there. You let them say it first. Oh, wait, you did. Well, you're going to... No, I don't know. That was a bad analogy. Well, it's like saying I love you too much. It loses its meaning is what I meant to say. Where was I going with that? That was a funny transition right there. So you may get a blue wrench. I may give 2 wrenches out. We're going to do next Wednesday. It's Wrench Wednesday. will give a wrench out to somebody. Or two. Never more than two. I did that one time and it was flooded with blue. Not you, blue chicken. But that's why. Oh, here's a... Oh, okay. Oh. I don't... Well, let's see. Yeah, I'm not finding that interesting. Now, what's that? There's more question? Oh, what was I going to do? Oh, prank calls. All right, let's look them up. I don't have any on this computer, so what I'm going to do... Do I? No, I don't have anything. But I have to go to an old show. Because I did play them on a show, and I think I had prank calls in the title. So let's do that real quick. Let's go. No, it's not history. Then where do I go? All right. So we have to go to live. Let's go down here. Prank calls were months ago, right? So way before this. A message to Tom Dishlong. Shadow people. Tyler's day after who won. That was the election. Call in. Remember the call-in show? %50 chance. Jet Guy. Jet Guy was first October 26th, around there. Remember Jeff Harmon? The world is on. I think they're way back. There's none here. Tucker Carlson. God. Guardian, abductee, Jetpack Man again, September 1st. Who has the best ego? Oh, that one. Come on now. The abduction experiences of John C. Lincoln. Come on, where's prank? I don't think I know I have it. It's got to be one. Believe me, I know. Remember when we did it. So we may have to go back really far. Deep Prasad. New group forms overnight. Oh my God, this was us. July. We're the new group that formed overnight. The third phase of Moon group. That was July 16th. That's crazy. Let's see what the show looked like real quick. Hold on, I want to see it. Different intro. Yep, the audio didn't work good. Remember that? Oh my God, it looks weird. Oh, I can't watch. What am I doing? Oh, it's daytime. I can't believe it. That's right, because it's the summer. Oh my God, that's right, and it's 7 o'clock. It looks pretty much the same. What an asshole. I'm just kidding. I like it at night. I like nighttime much better. Although the daytime isn't bad. Look how happy I was. I can't believe it. It's Why amazing. Am I all the way down there? Look at all this room. Do I still do that now? That's how you improve your show. You look at yourself. Yeah, I'm a little closer now. It's weird. Amazing. I'm very happy. I think Yeah, I thought this is off the new computer, I thought. Because they're a bunch of nice people. I like nice people. I do. You'll never guess in a million years. Don't even try. I know. You'll never know. What? But I know. What is it? And I can't believe it. Believe what? It's going to be great. What are you doing way down there? Overnight. And this dude, get up here. You've got half of the. Look at this guy. He's got half of his head to go up here. Move it. Oh, this guy's a joke. What is he doing? Oh, and then he's got a hat on. Oh my God, he's one of those. No. I can't watch this guy. Oh, hey, oh. This looks like a Mark Dice video for today. It is. It's going to be different backgrounds. Usually I changed them. Backgrounds. What am I doing putting the ass up there like that?
Campaign platform to stand on.
You know, it works for her because it definitely fits her personality, but as an American, I don't think I could stand behind that. I might have to go with Trump, you know, if that's the case.
This is for the news. It's a web segment for the news.
Okay.
You probably saw Hillary Clinton.
Hold on, let me drink this one in for a second. Okay.
Clinton has promised.
This is what it would be like if I had a twin. All right. I think we've seen enough twins. All right, let's go. What are we doing here? How do I get out of this nightmare? Okay. So let's see if we can find a prank call or two before we're done. Oh, did it start me over on page 1? Look at what you... This is... Oh, no, it didn't. Here we go. Okay, shh. Calm down, calm down. But I am calm. Not you, Rocky. I thought you meant me. If I said Rocky, I would have said, stop it, Rocky. Sometimes you don't say my name. I don't know. God, you are stupid. Hey, see? Why you calling me stupid? You want a big left hook? All right, where are we? Spinning our wheels. Why isn't aliens must be? Where's the pranks? Oh, I don't mean to yell. I'm sorry. Oh, look, this is the first time we did the Google mini giveaway. Wilson Docs, fake. Guest Michael Rozier, June 22nd. Let's take a look at this one. You bet. I remember that.
10, 9.
That's what got me and Dave into trouble. More Dave than me, unfortunately. We were doing a test. What am I doing? Why do you watch me? This is so stupid. Hey, there he is. Oh.
Different words that may have expired, but you still have them in your vocabulary bank because that's what you grew up with, and you don't have an association perhaps as strongly as somebody, you know, who's just
never mind.
Finding out about that or doesn't realize that there was a history of the word like gay.
Oh, look at the background. AC/DC. Oh, that's typical. Everybody loves AC/DC who's in ufology. No, they don't. So, oh, this guy's cool. He likes AC/DC. Hey, Back in Black. Great album. Yeah, it's one of my favorite.
Hey, again, you said it. Someone's used this word that meant something else long ago, and it's become something else in context, always in context. But,
yeah,
people are very sensitive today.
Yep, I'm still short. Look I'm still at the same height there as I am right here. Why don't I just... I don't know why I don't. See, I should be up here, yeah? Okay. Tomorrow, we're going to be higher. We're going to be high and higher. Tomorrow, what? No, third phase already went? They didn't go. Third phase didn't go live. Or not live. They didn't do their premiere yet. No, it's not even up. Thank God. All right, let's get back and see if we could find a video where I did prank calls. I forgot who asked, but I know the task. Aliens, is that? Okay, here we go. Giveaway, Michael Rozier. And by the way, we looked good on there. Yeah, the colors were good. What was that? The Round Table Mechanical Stars. That was a fun episode. Doug Knipe. Holy shnikey. Is Doug still around? Secure team sold out to the devil. Live, it's martial law. Tyler Glockner and Richie from Boston. What? What is this? Oh, I know what that is. Yeah, I'm not playing that. I don't see it. I know, we got a ways to go still. Manny from 503. Where is the false flag alien invasion that Dr. Greer said was going to happen? You know what was real funny of all the people that thought something was going to happen yesterday? I thought the whole America was going to be locked down. No. It's going to be good. America's going to be great again. Don't say that. You didn't mean it. Forget about ufology. The out there loser. The cemetery. That was April 14th. All right. Well, let me see if we can find... I think we're getting close to it. Are you dreaming aliens? Test. Hold your breath for 10 seconds. Stupid title. The truth. Everybody knows. The Phoenix Lights anniversary. Yeah, how come the psychics didn't see the pandemic coming? I think I did a prank on the birthday show. We'll come back to that. Aliens, giants, more ufology haters. Look at these were awful thumbnails that I had back then. Say goodbye to Spaced Out Radio. Wow, February 9th. That was a year ago? Seems like 2. Yeah, we were talking secure team still. Is Earth a machine? I think it's over here. Oh, remember this guy? The Las Vegas UFO guy. Yeah, we should go back to him before we leave tonight. Here's the Tyler wobbling, and that's when I broke the news on his DUI. Man, this is all I'm doing is looking for a prank call. I know it's here. I've seen the title. Secure Team 10 is finally dead. Dun-dun-dun. Linda Moulton House sold out. Sold to $35,000 of nothing. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hynek. That's a good title right there. Ufology is full of snowflakes. Very, very good title right there. All right, guys. Rich's remote viewing tonight. That was awful that night. Rojas gives you follow. All right. The Bet Sphere. New AZ UFO Hunter is just awful. Come on. See why, you know why there's part 1, 2s, and 3s? Remember when the show used to drop out? We used to lose the signal because I did not have the computer power. And it would work 1 out of every 10 shows. Yeah, those were the days, man. Thanks for hanging. You guys been here the whole time. I am getting a little bit upset because I know... Oh, this was a sad show. Yeah, we're almost done. Death by Alien. Is Rich Giordano excommunicate? Listening to the Other Side. Free Energy. Bigfoot. The Beasts of Burr. Oh my God, look at all the times. This is crazy. The Devil is Back. It's coming up. I know it's here. Oh. Uh-oh. Where are we? Wow, this is the paranormal. Oh, this is Goof On before I knew how to make thumbnails. Alex Jones Vidiots. We've got to take a calling bull. Oh, oh. Come on, man. It sucks. Well, we'll have to do it again. I know where they are. I can get my recorder and just press play. But it won't sound good. You know what I mean? That's it. Ow! Let's see what this show number 4 looked like. November 22nd, 2018. So that's how old the show is, pretty much. November of 2018. Oh my God. What is going on? Oh, there's Angus. Well, well, well. It looks like we are live. Finally. Look at this. That was really strange what we just went through here. Welcome to Goof On Radio on the last show on Spreaker, and we're here on YouTube with a sideways camera, which I don't mind it a little bit like that. Kind of almost like it. It's like Jimmy Church. I'm glad everybody's showing up here. Hopefully I'll be able to see the chat where I'm supposed to tonight. But, you know, it's a work in progress, so I'm going to get the show started with something a little new. Wow, that's crazy. Doesn't look that bad. Doesn't look that bad, right? Wow, that is so weird.
You know, that's number one. But watch what happens.
What am I doing over there? Why am I turning around? What am I doing? Wow, this is interesting. Whatever I'm talking about looks pretty cool. Planet Mars, it's not just a rock. The real Jimmy Roberts.
The past. Today we're going to announce that under certain circumstances...
See how it's jittery? Man, you guys really put up with some stuff, huh?
Seriously? Folks, those are ruins.
That's ruins.
You know it and I know it. It's square.
Look at these things.
The top has been ripped away. We see the exposed inner walls or chambers. Debris is everywhere. Old Dr. Brandenburg might just be onto something after all. This image has been on NASA's website for a few years now. Why would they hide some things and not others? Doesn't make sense.
What makes sense is that they don't care what you think. I forgot about the real Jimmy Roberts. Well, I'm sorry I couldn't find any prank calls. I tried for reals. Maybe we should do one. Remember when we did one live? Several times we did them live. It has to be a certain night. I just can't go, it has to be something that I feel when I want to call people live on the show. You just can't say, why don't you do it now? And I'll be like, oh, okay. I got to be mentally ready for that or in a certain mood for that to happen. I can't believe this. I forgot to turn on the light back there. No wonder why it was dark. I really appreciate everybody. We've come a long way. The show is still changing. New people all the time, new stuff coming out. Man. GameVed02. You guys, let me see what you're asking. This is a fact. Mavi777 is working with Secure Team. Wow. That's probably true. Why wouldn't it be? Tyler still wants to be in this maybe, so But Mavi 777, nothing's changed. It's not one of those. Watch, I'll show you. I mean, it's a good channel. Don't get me wrong. But it's not. I don't think it's there's any fantastic stuff. Like, there's very little dramatics, which I guess is okay. If you just want to get down to the nuts and bolts and not talk about things and just watch the videos, then that's good. I don't mind that sometimes. But I like it to be an event. If somebody's showing me a real UFO, I want to be taken in a little bit, dragged into the story. I want to learn about why they captured it, how they captured it, how long they captured it for, how many people saw it, you know, all that stuff. I just don't want to look at something every single time and say, okay, it's a balloon, and then I don't watch it, or, you know, it's an airplane, and it's over. Son of a bitch. Let's take a look at this 13 hours ago. Let's go a couple days down the road. Impressive UFO sighting over Colombia. Very cool sound effect. I like that. See? That's it. We're in it. There's no welcome back, everybody. Hey, watch your mouth. Balloon. Shaky balloon video. That's it. Next. It looks nothing like a UFO. It looks just like a balloon in the sky. You know, it looks like balloons. What do you want from me? I didn't take the video. Here's another one. All right, now I'm sick. Yeah, you don't need dual screens. Dulce. Okay, I saw something that looked like a frickin' balloon. Mothers. That's a balloon. God. Oh, God. All right, everybody, I gotta get going. Hope you have a very good night. Yep, we'll be back tomorrow. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a third phase video later. But I do want to thank everybody for hanging out with Goofon tonight. Oh, it was Rich Giordano for a little bit. Thank you, moderators and super chatters. Super generous with your time and super generous with your wallets. Thank you very much. If you want to help support Goofon, the links are always in the description of the show. Thank you, newcomers and veterans alike. Without you, I don't even want to be me. So thank you. And we'll be back tomorrow night, 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific. If you ain't looking up, you ain't looking out for UFOlogy. Good night, everybody. Sorry.
Shadow and terrified of dear Uncle Gustav. Yes, I am. Well, I'm not. What will happen if you do? Stop it, you're hurting me. Not